Over the course of many centuries, an immense injustice has been done to the single most powerful being to walk this earth. Hate and upright torture have bruised the egos of many men, mainly in the media.
Boys, boys, don't laugh, don't cry, just die!
Damage has been done, and this is the story of the wounded. Can you introduce yourself for us?
Yeah, I'm Justin Spanks. I'm like 17.
Yeah, I'm Sebastian Brustings.
How old are you?
I'm 20. What do you do?
Play sports. Any sport. Except for the girly sports like football and baseball and basketball and rugby and, sort of dumb. And they're weak. I'm a man.
Are you a man? What makes you a man?
But I'm strong. I don't cry over stupid stuff. What do you like to do?
Sometimes I pick up, extra shifts at the local skate shop for my friends, my buddies, when they're, busy doing things. But, yeah, that's what I do career-wise. Other than that, I don't really have any hobbies. I like to skate a lot, but I don't really think of that as really a hobby. It's more like a lifestyle,
How so?
I skate, I'm always going and doing what I want and, letting the breeze run all through my body, whereas, some girls just, sit there and read and they're boring and, educate themselves, I just kind of, doing what I want. Now, can you tell me what you think the biggest problem in society is?
Feminism.
Can you define for me what you think feminism is?
It's women being all bitchy about I don't have any rights. Yeah, you do. 19th Amendment. You can vote. What more do you want? It's so annoying. You see all these women complaining about life. There's starving kids in Africa. Go talk about them.
Probably women taking over, because, Hillary Clinton's running for president, and if that were to actually happen, then I'm pretty sure the world might end.
How?
And, that sounds really, abstract or some art terminology. I don't know. But, women PMS all the time, and maybe one day she'll, bleed through her pants or something, and then start the next nuclear war, okay? We don't need that to happen again.
So men have never created stupid
No!
wars.
Everything men do is within reason, okay? We don't have periods or hormones, okay? We're basically, the epitome of knowing what's right. Can you tell me what your biggest fear is, maybe?
Dude, I've been thinking of this a lot. Getting married to a raging feminist. Because then you're at the altar and you're saying your vows. And I'm yeah, I love you. And you're I do. And she's I do, but I hate men. I'm going to kill you in your sleep. I'm a woman. Ugh. What's your opinion on Meninism?
Meninism. I really think that it's working for the better good of the world, Because for years and years, okay, since, I don't know, probably, the mid, 1700s, women have been trying to, fight for their rights and blah, 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 and there's always been this big movement focusing around women, okay? But, I think it's our turn, okay? Because never have you seen protests that are asking for men to be treated equal, okay? It angers me because I need to feel like I'm being recognized in society, but I've never felt that way because women are trying to take all the spotlight, and it's like, stop being greedy and go make me a sandwich.
What's your favorite kind of sandwich that people make for you?
It tastes significantly better when it's made by like a real hot honey, you know? You guys think I'm like kidding or whatever, but just like imagine them curves.
Okay. Next question. Next question.
What's your opinion about consent?
What's consent? Can you define that for me?
It's like really confusing actually, because like they're like, oh, like no means no and yes means yes, but like really like you're asking me to like actually take what you say into consideration. It's like to think that like I'd actually listen to you is just like, what?
How do you feel about feminists being really strict about who they sleep with?
Dude, that's just so dumb. Because then we're like all up in bed and then she's like all like, oh, I'm so strict about like who you are as a person instead of like the body you have. And I was like, I worked really hard for this body and like who gives a shit about everything else?
What do you think about like catcalling?
Dude, I think it's a compliment. It's just like, hey, girl, nice ass. And she should be like, thanks. But instead she's like, oh, that's creepy. You're harassing me. And I'm like, what the hell? I was just trying to give you a compliment. She's like, you're objectifying my body. And I'm like, what the hell does that even mean? My dude friends and I were like talking about girls. And we're like, yo, that's a cute honey bunny. And she's like, what'd you call me? And I'm like, it's a nickname. And then she's like, it's honey bunny, you know?
Yeah.
That's nice. And then she's all like, oh, you suck. You're harassing me. And I'm like, whatever, man. I'm hot. You're not.
The other day in school, I heard this like really dumb girl talking, okay, after our US history lesson, and she was all pissed off because apparently she was annoyed by how we were talking about old white men. What the hell is even an old white man, okay? Like, we're human, okay? We're technically the creators, okay? Don't say our name in vain, right? But she was upset that we talked about old white men, apparently, throughout the whole school year, and then when we totally wasted our time and talked about women's rights for 10 minutes, she got offended, like we were dehumanizing her or something, but like, shut up, because really, women have only done like 10 minutes worth of saving the world or whatever, okay? Like, they've done nothing, really. Okay, so...
With the help and support of the public, we can bring an end to their misery.